Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys today? I'm so happy to be with you and to bring you a fun project. I hope that you guys found my live pretty easily. And if you are joining me live, just let me know that you're here. Say hi and let me know where you're from, maybe what the weather is like. It is actually pretty mild right now, but of course the sun is really strong in the sky for us. So it's kind of mild today, but tonight we'll get a low of about 25 Fahrenheit. So it's not that cold. It's been colder, but I am not really a fan of the cold. I mean, I'd rather be cold than hot. Hey, Joyce. Hope you're doing well too. Hey, Roxanne. Good, I'm glad it's not freezing. Yeah, so anyway, let's see. I'm trying to make sure that I have us in a good spot for you guys to see everything. And I think I do. I think we're good. I'm trying to see what the camera's looking like. You never know. Never know what the camera's looking like. Yes, me too. I am ready for spring. I'm always ready for spring as soon as Christmas ends. It's like, okay, bring on spring. I did all my Christmas winter stuff. Now I'm ready for spring. I totally agree. I think I'm a little crooked now. Oh gosh, I'm always like not the best at making things straight here with this camera. My forte is not the tech, right? My forte is making the projects. I think I made us crooked. Okay, now I straightened us, I think. Hopefully. Hi, Chris. Chrysilla Gale, is that how you say it, Chrysilla? That's pretty. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate having you here. Everybody let Chrysilla make her feel welcome and say hi, because I like that everybody welcomes everybody else. Yay! I'm glad you have sun also, Joyce. So the first thing I want to talk about are my Inky Hands crew memberships. It's almost what I talk about first every time because I love the membership. I think it's a great value. I think it's a great way for you to get some fun ideas. And I just think that it is a great community of people. Thanks for welcoming her, Roxanne. I don't know where everybody is today. Everybody might be shoveling snow. But anyway, so the way the membership works is it's $7.99 a month. Once you join, on whatever day you join, like if you join today, today is the 18th. So on the 18th of every month, you would be billed every Friday from, if you join by Thursday at midnight Eastern Standard Time, you will get that Friday's videos. And then you'll get videos every Friday until you choose not to be a member, which nobody wants to do that. So you'll just continue to get membership videos every single Friday. Thanks for making her feel welcome, Joyce. We have a small group today, but I think that more will pile in as we continue on. Anyway, you get 2 video tutorials a week. You get a color challenge and a sketch challenge every single month. And we have a Facebook group, a private Facebook group, that's our community, where I post those challenges and you can participate. And I do giveaways monthly, just random giveaways. I mail them to you. And it's just a lot of fun. Hey, Clem. Thanks for joining us. But if you have any questions about the Inky Hands crew membership, you can go to my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and there's a menu. If you're on your mobile, it'll be the 3 little lines, which I like to call the hamburger. You're going to click that and you're going to choose memberships. And if you have any questions beyond what's there, feel free to reach out to me via email. Don't forget that I am going to be part of a stamp camp. I would love to have you join in the stamp camp. I am part of a design team that has 13 members, me being one of the 13, so 12 others and myself. And every catalog that comes out, we do a stamp camp. And I posted a blog hop yesterday, and this is my alternate card that I will be doing in the group. So this is one of the cards that you will learn how to do during the stamp camp live. I'm going to do this card live. And we're using the Notes of Nature bundle. And your admission into the stamp camp, all you have to do is purchase the Notes of Nature bundle, the faux leather trim, the cork rounds, and the DSP. So this is the trim. These are the cork rounds. And let me grab the DSP. And then this DSP, look, you can see I have all my pieces that I've cut apart. So these 3 items and the bundle. And if you purchase those with the host code that I provide to you, you can join in the stamp camp for free. So it's a really great way. You'll get 13 make and takes mailed to you. And then in the actual stamp camp, when we're live for a little over 24 hours, you're going to be able to see live videos from 13 people. And if you don't have a chance to watch them live, the replay will be in the group as well. But it's people all over the world. You have Canada and New Zealand and Australia and the Netherlands and the UK. So it's really exciting, and it's a really great group of people. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Mom. Everybody say hi to Sherry and Mom. So don't miss out on that. If you're interested in that, you can go to my website and go to yesterday's blog post, where you will see this photo of this card, and all the information is there for you. I would love to have you guys join. I think it's going to be really fun, and I'm excited to be a part of such a fun group. All right, online exclusives. On Tuesday, my project was using one of the online exclusives. It was the Trucking Along bundle that has the punch with the little pickup truck and the stamp set with the pickup truck. So I always like to mention the online exclusives, because sometimes you forget that there's other things besides what's in the catalog. And so I like to talk about that. Paper Pumpkin. This month coming up is going to be this adorable sweet springtime paper pumpkin. It's a specialty box. It's going to be all things spring. I can't wait to get mine. And there's still availability, as far as I know, for the dies that is an add-on for 3 months. So it coordinates with the January, February, and March paper pumpkin kits. And if you haven't gotten your dies, this is what they look like. So you're going to get, this is for the January, this is for the February, and this one's for the March, and then they gave us an extra label in there. They're $12, and if you need the item number for that, it is, let me bring it up here, 164396. It's $12, and it's pretty awesome. All right. Kits collection. We have 2 new kits in January. We have this adorable little panda kit. And we have the Rock Legend kit. So these are the new kits for January. They're available in my online store. They're not in any catalog. So that's also kind of an online exclusive. And this was the December, the Painted Wishes kit, which is amazing. They're all $14 a piece, these 3 kits. And you get 9 cards in the Painted Wishes, and then 8 each in the Panda Friends and the Legend, Rock Legend kit. All right, that's it for that. I think that's all my announcements. Yeah. So let's get started. Let me put all my papers in order, and let's talk about celebration. So during celebration, you can get some free products with purchases in my online store. And I already give you free stuff every time you order from me in my online store. Anyway, any order gets one of my customer cards, and I send that out at the end of the month. And then any $50 purchase from me gets a tutorial bundle. This month, I think it has 42 or 43 cards. So you have all these projects in a PDF that you can learn with any $50 or more purchase from me in a month. And during January and February, you get to pick free items for purchases. So not only do you get my card and my tutorial, you will get some free things with your order put into the box that you order. And the best deal, of course, in the catalog is the starter kit. And the starter kit is how you join and become a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator. And you do not have to join for a business. You can join and get a discount. It is how I started when I started long ago. Just because I was buying so much paper, I wanted a discount on it, and so I joined. But during celebration, you can get this fantastic glass mat, and it's pretty amazing. It's a studio, glass mat studio, because it has a glass mat, a silicone mat, and a cleaning cloth that comes with it. So this white part here, I'm going to bring it up to the camera, is the silicone mat, and then there is the cleaning cloth, and it is a pretty awesome thing. I have been using it periodically in my videos, so you should be able to see that. Or you can get an extra $30 in your kit. The kits are $99, and you get to choose $125 worth of product, plus that includes shipping, so no extra shipping charges. And you also get these bonuses, either the extra 30 or the glass mat, which by the way is a $60 value. So in the mini catalog, near the very beginning, we have a stamp set called Sending Love. And this is the bundle that I am using today for our projects. It is super cute. It is just a great all-around stamp set to have if you like sending people mail, because there's some cute sentiments in there that say mail, and you can use like a stamp that we have that says happy, and you can say happy mail. I mean, I'm really excited about this bundle. It was one of the first ones I had to have. And we are using it today for our treat box, and we're doing a chocolate covered pretzel rod treat box. And it has a cute little window in it. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'm going to show you how to make this adorable little project. Okay. So these are the pretzel rods. Oh, that one got turned around, of course. I did, probably from them throwing it in the bag. Let's see if I can rotate it. I want you guys to see the pretzels. There's the other one. You can see that it's striped, but this one got turned around somehow to the back. I'm going to have to figure out how to turn it. Let me pull these ones out from here so that you guys can see. I got these at my Dollar Tree. And you get 2 milk chocolatey pretzel rods. And see how they have the pretty pink with the brown? I think they're adorable. And so I made this holder to house your little pretzel rods. And we have a cute little window on the front so that you can see what's inside. And I used this adorable Sending Love set. So I'm going to show you how to do that. You can see here we have a cute little banner, and I tailored it to fit the box, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Hey Milena, thanks for joining us. Which kit did you get, Roxanne? The paper pumpkin? I just looked up now and saw. So we're going to be using the die from here, and I'm going to show you how to alter it to fit. We're going to be using that one. And I have used the stamp set and the dies. I used this die to cut out the mailbox, this circle die to cut out the Sent with Love, and the envelope die, you can use that for this, or you can just fussy cut it. And then the little bird, there's a little bird right here. So this is a really fun little bundle, and you can also do a bunch of mini envelopes with this die right here. And then this mailbox is actually 3-dimensional. I'll be doing another project down the road with this, so I'm sure you'll see it. But it is really cool. And if you're in my membership group, of course, you got 2 projects last week with this bundle. We're also going to need our, this is what I used for the window. I think, no, the smaller one. Was it this one? It's one of these. I have to figure out which one I used. I can't remember. That's what happens when you work ahead. I think it's this one. Yeah. So I use this tag to do our window. So I'm going to show you how to do all of that stuff, but I need to pull these out right away so that we'll be ready to go. All right. How am I going to turn this pretzel around, guys? Give me some advice. I can't believe that it got flipped around. I don't know if I can grab it to turn it. I guess I have to slowly rotate it, right? I'm just afraid that the heat from my hand is going to melt the chocolate. Because I really want the pretty pretzel rod to show, right? I don't want to break it. And probably how it flipped was super easy, and look at how hard I'm having a time of flipping it. It's almost all the way over. Come on. Did I get it? We're almost there. Okay, I did it. I flipped it. Oh my gosh, you never know what you're gonna see when you're here with me. Okay, so let's start with our box. Okay, we're gonna start with that first. So for our box, we're using early espresso. And this is my little cheat sheet that I write when I design. So we're going to use a piece of early espresso. It's 10.5 inches by 5.5 inches. Okay. And I'm going to grab my Simply Scored. And we're going to start scoring on the long side first, on the 10.5 inch side. Okay. So we're going to score at 1/2 inch. Lisa, how are you? We missed you on Tuesday. Hopefully you got to watch the replay. Oh yeah, they're really nice, those dies for the paper pumpkin, Roxanne. I love them. Okay, so on the 10.5 inch side, we're going to score at 1/2 inch, at 1 1/4, and at 9 3/4. Those are our 3 scores along the long side. Then we're going to turn it to the short side, which is the 5.5 inch side, and we are going to score at 1 3/4, at 2 1/2, at 4 1/4, and at 5. All right, let me show you. Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. We had so much fun making that cute little chocolate bar box. All right, so this is my score lines. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm going to try and turn it this way. Maybe you'll see it a little better. Okay, so we're going to burnish on all of those marks. So I like to use a bone folder because then I get really good creases when I use a bone folder. So we only have 3 score lines on that long side, but on the short side, we have quite a few. I like to burnish because then when it's time to make the box, you have pliable cardstock that you can easily do all your cutting. Okay, so I've burnished on all my lines. Now I'm going to do a little snipping. So I'm going to show you what we're going to cut here. And I like to use a thick bladed scissor. So this is the one that I use. So we're going to start at the bottom, okay? So the top has a thin section and then a little wider one, and then you have these long panels. The bottom just has one section, so that's how you know it's the bottom. So in this bottom, you have a longer a square, and then this little weird shape on the end. We're getting rid of that little weird shape. So we're gonna come here and we're gonna trim off that square, okay? So that one's gone, okay? And then we're gonna come along here and we're going to cut on both sides of the score line because I like to get rid of the bulk. So I like to cut away on both sides. So we're gonna go here and give it, okay, so this is the bottom. So that's what it looks like when you're done. So you're gonna have 4 flaps and you're gonna cut this one off, and this one's angled. So now we're gonna do the top. We're gonna angle the other side. This long piece is how we're going to adhere our box. So we need to angle cut here, okay? And we don't need these 2 pieces that are right here. So I'm gonna get rid of those. Okay, so that's what we have. This is our attachment for our box. And now we have a wide, a thin, a wide, and a thin left, okay? This piece here is gonna be our box tab. All right, so we're gonna get rid of this piece above here. And I'm gonna angle cut this just slightly. See how it's just slightly angled, okay? And I'm gonna get rid of the one on the other side also. So I'm gonna slightly come up here and we're gonna get rid of this one completely. We don't need it because this is our piece that we're gonna tuck in, and we don't need this one either. So we're gonna get rid of that one. All right. So this is what we have so far. Okay, I'm going to put it down here. Hopefully you can see it's harder with the chocolate colored paper. But we cut away 2 sections right here. We cut away this section right here. We cut away this section right here. I'm trying to hold it for you guys. And that section right there. Okay? So those are the pieces that get cut away if you want to grab a screenshot of that. And then this is what we're left with. Now, depending on how you want your tabs to go in your box, if you just want them to lay across, you're going to cut straight down from your little box tuck. You're going to lay them down and then they'll be able to come in from the sides. If you want them to come in at the same angle or to tuck your sides, then you're going to cut them this direction. So I'm going to cut this one a little different than I did my original so that you guys can see the difference. So we're going to come down this way and I'm just going to angle cut slightly on both of these tabs. Just a hair, okay? So this one's going to be straight, and then I'm going to angle cut slightly on both of these. Okay, so now these are going to come in this way, okay? Sideways, and then this is going to tuck in my box like this. Does that make sense? If you cut them from this way, then they would tuck in like this box. See how they're on the side, they're attached, and so they also go inside the box, and then this tab goes in. So you can do it 2 ways. This one I did a little bit different. Let me let you guys grab a screenshot of everything all cut. Hopefully you can see it because my mat is also dark, but there it is. I'll try and put this part on the lighter part of the wood here. All right, so grab a screenshot of that. And we're going to start attaching some DSP next before we do our die cutting. You guys are quiet. Am I making sense? Hopefully I'm making sense to you guys. Okay, so we're going to attach some designer series paper next. So let me talk to you about the dimensions of my DSP. I'm using the Delightfully Eclectic designer series paper, and I really love this print with these florals. And so I have a few pieces. I have 2 pieces for the sides of the box, 1 for the lid, and 2 pieces, 1 for the front and 1 for the back of my box, okay? So let's talk about dimensions. So this piece here is 1 5/8 by 8 3/8. You need 2 of them. The sides are 5/8 by 8 3/8. And then your top piece is 1 5/8 by 5/8. And I had to use eighths because I wanted to just have a small border showing of the cardstock. I mostly wanted the paper to be the show. So you can see here on the back, you can see the edges are chocolate colored, espresso colored, but you mostly see the paper. So let me grab my mat here, and we're going to do a little gluing, okay? So I'm going to flip to the back side, and we're going to glue these pieces on first, and then we will die cut our box. So I'm going to go ahead and add my adhesive. I'll move it up. I have to be careful when I get off this mat because I'm messy. All right. So let's put this one on this side. This is the back of our box. And it's easier to attach these when your box is not put together than it is once the box is put together. So let's do the other big one. Okay, now we're going to do these long skinny sides. Okay, so there's that one. You can see the chocolate, or I keep calling it chocolate, but that's why I chose to use that color, because it reminds me of the chocolate in the pretzel. So I keep calling it chocolate, but the color is early espresso. So here's the other one, but you can see how cool that color pops in between all this pastel. All right, so there's that one. Now we're going to do the lid. That's exactly what happened. I just got mine right before this live, and I'm going to do my unboxing video this afternoon, Joyce, at some point. So look later today on YouTube, and you should be able to see what's in it, okay? I do too, Sherry. I love pink and brown together. I think they look amazing. All right, so now we have to cut our window, right? So here's our window. We're going to cut in the front. There's the top. Here's the front, okay? So I decided I wanted a rectangle that was skinny enough, and I couldn't find one in my dies that was current. So I am using this die, okay? So let me bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I'm going to show you how I cut this. So we're going to open her up. All right. So we need plate number 1, plate number 1, plate number 2, plate number 3, my well-loved cutting plate. and my second number 3. I'm going to actually put it this way, I think, so that you guys can see really well. All right, so we're going to put our box down, and this is our tag that we're going to use for our window. So I want about a little bit less than 1/2 of an inch at the top, and I want to position my die so that it holds, so that the sides are even and all that good stuff. So I'm going to take a Post-it flag, and I'm going to attach it at the top there, and then I'm going to take another one. And I really like using these flags because they don't tear your paper or anything. All right, so we're going to put it there. It's not going to we're not actually going, well, actually we are going to cut that out. So the first time you pass it through, you pass the whole die through your piece, okay? So we're going to go ahead and crank it through. I got to hold on to it. As soon as I feel it pass through, I'm going to bring it back because it's going through the DSP and the cardstock. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull these off, and we'll have a tag shape. Okay. So we have a tag shape cut out so far. We don't want a tag shape. But the cool thing is you have this really cool tag that you can use. Chocolate based, nice and thick, for a cool project. So now we're going to turn it, and first, before I turn it, I'm going to pop this paper out from that hole first. I don't like running my die through when it has paper stuck in there. So now we're going to turn it this way, okay? And we're going to line the die up with the hole. And you see how I have a little bit here? I want to straighten that up so it's a nice square. All right. So I lay my die back onto my piece, and I'm going to use my flag to hold it in place. Okay. And now I'm going to run it through again. And once I feel it go through, I'm going to come back just to make sure that it's gone through both thicknesses. So let's pull it up. And this little piece is all that got cut. But see, now you have a little rectangle window. Pretty awesome. And I like to save these and use them over and over again. So I'm just going to stick them until they don't have any more sticky. And then, of course, then I throw them away. All right, let me throw this away. I'm going to put my die away before I lose it. I try and put my dies away right away because I never want to lose them, right? So you can use your tags to cut rectangle windows. Now you have a tip from me. Okay, so now we have a really cool window in the front of our box, and we have a beautiful tag that we can use on something else. All right, I'm going to move my die cut machine out of the way temporarily. We're going to use it again, but not right now. All right, so now I'm probably all crooked because my thing moved everything around. Okay, so now we have this window. We're going to use a window sheet. And you buy these, they're 12 by 12 sheets, but we only need a piece that's about 3.5 inches by 1 5/8. So there, of course it's staticky, it picks it up. So there is my window sheet, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold it here and see how much room I have. I have about a good amount of room around my whole piece. And we're going to add our window sheet. So I'm just going to do a thin line all the way around my rectangle here that I cut out. Now, when you're gluing with this glue on a window sheet, it takes a minute to dry because, of course, it can't soak into the plastic of a window sheet. It has to actually dry on the surface. But I love how strong this adhesive is, and so I do like to use it. I bet they would, Joy. I bet they would. I'll give you the dimensions of the whole box. So I like to run my fingers over the glue so to get it to really grab. And then I'm just going to set this to the side for a minute, and we're going to talk about our backing for our cute mailbox, okay? Now, I use this die to make this backing. They may very well fit, Joyce. Let me give you the dimensions of the box once it's been assembled, okay? It's a hair over 8.5, well, it's right at 8.5 inches. And it is 1 3/4 inches wide. And I think it's 3/4 inches deep. Yeah, actually, yeah, 3/4 inches deep, 1 3/4 inches wide, and 8.5 long. So hopefully you can figure out if it'll fit in there. But you can see, do you guys see this little scalloped label that I made here? I made it out of this die. I needed it to be tall enough to fit my mailbox, but I didn't need it to be this wide, so I altered it. Do you guys know how to alter these? Does anyone know how to do that? Talk to me and let me know, and I will show you guys how to do that while we wait for that window sheet to dry. Let me see if this scrap, no, it's not tall enough. Let me get a bigger one. This one's long enough, yeah. All right, I'm going to show you how to make it shorter. I haven't seen anybody say that they know or don't know, so I'm just going to roll with it and teach you how to make it shorter, okay? So when you want to alter the size of your piece, you have to figure out how big you want it to be. Thanks, Sherry. So what you want to do is figure out how many things wide you need it to be. So I'm going to show you here. So this is 5 scallops wide. And what I do is I just lay my die and figure out how wide I need it to be. So I know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scallops wide is how wide I want my piece to be. And I want it to be the full length in the other direction. So what I'm going to do is I need this rounded corner plus 3 scallops, and then I need another rounded corner on the other side. So I'm going to show you how to get that, okay? So you're going to put your die cut machine out, and you're going to need all of your plates, again, the same we used last time. So we're going to need our 1, our 2, our 3, and our other 3. So we're going to grab our piece of paper that we're going to use, okay? And I'm going to angle it this way, okay? So I know I need this corner, and then I need 1, 2, 3 scallops, and then I need another corner like this on the end. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little flags again. Let me grab those. And I don't want it to shift on me, so I'm going to, why won't these come apart? There we go. So I'm just going to press them down to hold my die in place. I'm actually going to go sideways, I think, so that doesn't get crushed in the machine. Okay. It looks like they're not holding anymore, so I might have to get new ones. I think they're tired. They've been used a lot. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to slide our top plate, our second number 3, the one that goes on top, into the machine, and see how it's coming out the other side? I only want to cut the first scallop and then 1, 2, 3 other scallops. That's all I need. Because on the other end, I need a scallop just like this one. I need another corner scallop. So I'm going to put my plate right there on the edge. Because if this plate is not over this section, it will not cut this section of the die. It will only cut whatever's underneath both plates, sandwiched between it. So by placing this into the machine and have it come out the other side and have it end on that third scallop in the middle, we have the corner and then 3, I'm only going to cut to that point. So I'm going to slide it in my machine. I'm going to hold it. And I'm going to crank it through. Okay. And see how it falls out the other side? I'm going to bring it back to the first side. And I'm going to pull this off and show you. It only cut the corner and then 3 scallops. Okay. Ooh, I have it too close. Sorry. The corner and 3 scallops. So now I need another corner on the other side. Okay. So I'm going to turn my paper and I'm going to line up the 3 scallops, not the corner, the 3 scallops next to that corner and have them fit right into the slot that was already cut out. Okay. And it's going to sit right on top, and it kind of locks in place. You'll feel it lock, okay, where it doesn't want to shift. So once you have it locked, you're going to place your flags to hold your piece, okay, and we're going to push this through again through our machine. And this time we don't want to cut anything on that side, right? We only want to cut this corner. And of course, these 3 scallops are already cut. So you can put it anywhere in between as long as you don't go past that end, okay? So we really only need to cut this scallop right here, but I'm going to put it a little bit past that. So I'm going to put it into my machine. And remember, everything that's on this side will not get cut. Only what's underneath those plates is going to get cut. So let's bring it back. All right. So let's remove these little guys. All right. And when I lift, now you have a 5 scallop piece. And it only cut out the pieces that you need. Okay? So that's how I did it. I'm going to throw these away because I think they're wore out. It's time for new ones. They have done their job for me and they get to retire. All right, so that's how I altered my die. You can make dies longer, shorter. There's all kinds of possibilities. Now that you know that your die cut machine only cuts what's underneath it, then you just put what you want cut underneath. All right, let me put this die away before I lose it. And I would be very sad because I use these scallop contour dies like a lot. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and glue our box. This is all nice and glued. You see it's not white anymore. When it turns clear, you know it's set and it's ready to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this flap in, okay? So I'm gonna bring it actually like this, and I'm gonna put adhesive just down that flap, and we're gonna glue our box together. So we're gonna bring this side over, and it's going to meet that seam, and we're gonna press this into place. And then I like to use my roller, and if you guys don't have a roller, it is linked in the video description. This is like I love this roller because I use it for all my gluing. And I make sure that everything grabs, and this really helps to bond your pieces if you're using wet glue. Okay, so now I'm gonna straighten my box up, put it in the other direction, okay? And we're gonna glue the bottom closed. So we're gonna turn these two tabs in, and I like to put glue on the tabs. A lot of people don't, but I like to put glue on the tabs. So I'm gonna go ahead and put glue. Well, if I can get my glue going. Sometimes this glue runs really fast, and then other times you have to like beg it to come out. Okay, there we go. So this is the front, that's the last tab that's gonna go in. So we're gonna bring the back tab in first, and then I'm gonna put adhesive on the front tab, and I'm gonna press that one down. Then I'm gonna grab a ruler because this box is so long. I can't get my bone folder in there, right? So I'm gonna grab a ruler, a plastic ruler, and I'm gonna press down at the bottom to really get that box bottom to grab. And once I'm happy with it, and you have to double check because sometimes it slides on you. You don't want it to slide, okay? Once you are happy with it and the attachment and all that good stuff, you're gonna slide your pretzels in, okay? So here they go. And there they're showing through the window. And we're gonna put these flaps over, and then this one is gonna go in, okay? So there is my box piece. Now it's time to decorate it. We're gonna take our skinny, see how cute that fits on there? Perfect. And we're gonna put dimensionals on the back. So let me grab my dimensionals, and we'll get it ready. I'm probably going to use way more than you use, but that's okay. You have to use however many you want to use, and I have to use a lot more. Probably the only person I don't use more than is Sherry. Sherry uses probably more than me. All right. See how many I use? I use a lot of dimensionals, but I like my stuff to be secure. Well, because if I'm taking the time to make something for somebody and I give it to them, I don't want my stuff to fall off. It's important to me that the time I take to make things that people, that it stays together, because the people that I give these things to, they appreciate them. All right, so there are those. We're gonna attach our, and I'm gonna leave a little bit of room at the top and a little bit at the bottom. A little bit of color on both, okay? So there is our label. And I have stamped the mailbox. There it is. Okay, and I already die cut it out with this die right here. And let me tell you what colors I used. So this is Crumb Cake Blends. This is Bubble Bath. This is fresh freesia, and the green is Granny Apple Green. So I use Granny Apple Green Light, both the light and the dark crumb cake, both the light and the dark bubble bath, and I think this is the light freesia that I use for the flag. Okay. Now I've also stamped 3 envelopes, and I have stamped this shape right here that says Sent with Love with the hearts, and I colored those in fresh freesia and dark bubble bath. Both of those are the darks. And then the little bird, I colored him with light crumb cake and dark crumb cake. There he is, and he has also been die cut out. All right, now there's a die for this envelope, but if I'm doing multiples and it's a rectangle, to me it's just as easy to fussy cut this out. If you want to cut yours with your dies, you can. But for me, it's just as easy for me to just come around here and cut my envelopes one at a time than me put it through the die cut machine 3 times. Now for the other pieces, of course, I used my dies, but for the envelopes, I fussy cut them out. If I was only doing one envelope, I would just die cut it. But because for this project I was doing multiples, this is so easy to fussy cut that I decided to fussy cut it. I forgot to trim this side, I realized. Okay, so there's our envelope. So those are the pieces, and I colored one envelope in light bubble bath, one in dark bubble bath, and then the fresh freesia is dark fresh freesia. All right, so those are our colors. And then, of course, I used our Memento Tuxedo Black ink to stamp all the outlines, because this is the ink you want to use with your blends. So let's decorate it. So we're going to attach our mailbox first. So let's put it here, and we're going to put some dimensionals on the back. Hopefully I have enough. If not, I'll grab a new sheet. And then I need some minis. All right. Oh, I don't need on this end. I forgot. This part's going to hang out. It's going to hang off a little. I forgot about that. So let's put it somewhere else. Let's put it there just to get it, because I already used it. So you want to make sure that your mailbox is going to overhang slightly. So don't put any dimensionals there. So let's go ahead and attach our mailbox. Yeah, this is a really cute project. The paper is fantastic. It's from the Delightfully Eclectic Designer Series paper. It's in the annual catalog. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my mailbox over here onto my label. Okay, so there's that. And I'm going to arrange my envelopes. Now you see how they overhang, so I'm going to need a dimensional there on those ends. So I'm going to put one there, then wet glue. And I like to lay them to see where I need my dimensionals. So I'm going to put another dimensional on this one so that it's even and it lays nice. And this one needs one in the top, like right here, because then this one's going to be like this, and then this is going to get glued on top. It may need a dimensional. I'll add it at the end, and then of course our bird needs a mini. So we can attach our bird now. Let's put him right here. Oh my gosh, so cute. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our fresh freesia, and I'm going to put some wet glue because it has to stick to my mailbox post right here. Okay, so that's that one. Then we're going to put some wet glue on our light bubble bath, and I'm going to pull the back off of my dimensional. And then this one's going to be attached like this. And then we are going to put some glue on our dark bubble bath and pull that dimensional off. And this one's going to be angled kind of up like so. Okay. All right, so in that little hole, I'm going to put a dimensional because I do not want my circle to bow down. So it's just going to be there waiting. And then I'm going to put just regular adhesive. You can see I stamped it twice because I didn't like it the first time. But I love that we have two sides to every piece of paper. So then this one's going to be attached like that. And I don't want to cover my whole envelope, so let's bring it up. I might have to bring this envelope up a little bit. Yeah, right there. Okay. Just like that. And there is our decoration. Now we're going to do our ribbon. Now I wanted a really big ribbon with big loops and big tail. Okay. If you don't want that, then cut less ribbon. But I don't always do a big loopy bow, but I really wanted a big loopy bow for this because I just thought it was so pretty. So I have 20 inches of ribbon, and this is from the sheer ribbon combo pack. You get Azure Afternoon, Lemon Lolly, and Bubble Bath in this package. Okay. So this is 20 inches of ribbon. And like I said, you don't have to use this much if you don't want to. So I'm just going to tie it. Just like a bow, and then I'll slide it into place. So I'm gonna fix my little loops, make them pretty. Then I'll tuck my tails there, and then I'm gonna trim the ends because I like them to always be pretty. And that's how I did my ribbon on my piece. Joyce, you have to practice. Practice makes perfect. Lou, who's not here today. Hey, Donna, thanks for joining us. You're catching quite the tail end, but if you want to learn how to make it, you can watch the replay. And I showed how to adapt your die to make a narrower die. We're using the Sending Love bundle. And I did my label with the second largest scallop contour die for this box. And what else did I use? We used the tag dies, this second smallest of the straight ones, to cut our window. So see, lots of products, but a really fun result. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, you said you can fussy cut straight lines. Okay, I misread that the first time, Joyce. You're probably going, hey, I can cut straight lines. So anyway, this has been really fun. I used basic white scraps for my mailbox, for my envelopes, and for my little circular piece, and of course for the bird. And I used also a scrap of early espresso that would fit that die. Thank you so much. And I got the pretzel rods at my local Dollar Tree. Has anybody gone to their Dollar Tree to see what they have? I'm more than happy if you guys can't find at your Dollar Tree the things that you want. If you contact me, I'll try and see if I can get them to you. I don't know what we have in ours. I went to buy all this stuff very early January or very late December. I can't remember when I went. It was at some point after Christmas, but I don't know if it was like a few days after or in the beginning of January. Yes, I love this bundle too, Donna. It's fantastic. If you guys don't mind sharing my video, don't forget to give the thumbs up if you are here. It really helps me and my channel. YouTube likes it when people say I like the video and give it a thumbs up. When they share the video, then it will help me grow my channel a little more. I appreciate you guys being here and watching the video. That's a way that you can help me. Oh, Joyce. You just have to practice. But yeah, this is a great bundle, and I love it for lots of other things, not just Valentine's Day. I plan on using it often for my envelopes when I send people, because you can stamp on the envelopes. Oh my gosh. I'm probably going to do at least another project with this set at some point, but not during Valentine's. Yeah, I love the scoring tool. You should definitely order the Simply Scored. I use it every single day. This tool, I've gotten more than my money's worth. I use it when I score my cards because you get a nice deep indent and it's much easier to manipulate the cardstock than using your trimmer. Now, if you need to use 1/16 of an inch, of course, you need to use the scoring tool on your paper trimmer. But if you can use 1/8 of an inch, this goes up to 1/8, and I love it. Oh, thank you so much, Carol. I so appreciate that comment. I work really hard to bring you guys great projects. And I mean, it is all a joy for me because I get to do what I love and share what I love with you guys. But I really think about what I'm going to share, and I think about how is the best way to present it and how to teach you in a way, hey Sharon, and to present it and teach you in a way that I would want somebody to teach me. And that's just super important to me. So I really appreciate that feedback, Carol, that you love the project and that I never disappoint. That makes me feel so good. Thank you so much. Yeah, you should definitely get the scorer tool because it's 100% better than using your trimmer. It's worth the investment if you're going to make treat projects, if you're going to do 3-dimensional, and even for fun folds where you have a lot of scoring. I love the Simply Scoreboard. Oh, thank you so much, Donna. You guys make me feel good. That's okay, Sharon. The replay is here. I'm live every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But the live is here, so don't fret. It's no big deal. And you can catch the replay. If you do watch the replay, let me know that you're there in the comments. Let me know I'm watching the replay. And if you have any questions, throw them in there. I read every single comment on my channel, and I respond to every single comment on my channel. Don't forget, if you want to be part of the Stamp Camp, this is my bonus project. You're going to get 13 make and takes, and all the information is on my website yesterday, and you can go in that blog hop to the other pages and see all of their alternate projects that they're going to do in the lives. But it's going to be an amazing Stamp Camp. You guys are going to get 26 ideas with this bundle if you purchase the bundle to get your entry into the Stamp Camp. Literally, all you have to buy is the bundle, the embellishments, the ribbon, and the paper, and your Stamp Camp is free. We mail you your things, and it's a really great way for you to participate. Thanks for being here, Clem. I appreciate it. All right, you guys, if you don't have any questions for me, I'm going to let you go, and I will see you here live next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have, what's today? Thursday. We have one more project for public, and then, of course, there's an extra project for the membership, because they get 2 projects a week. So Saturday I'll have another video with another project. And you guys can check that out. Fantastic, Chrysala. Yeah, it's definitely, put it on your wish list, because it's an amazing thing to have if you craft a lot and if you score things, because it's the best way to score. Have a great day, Lisa. You guys have a good day, and I will see you on Tuesday live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If not, I will see you in my comments. Thanks for being here. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!